Could you give your name, please?
Harriet.
And what do you do, Harriet?
I'm a teacher by profession.
And where do you teach?
I teach in Lira Town College.
And how old are the students that you teach there?
The students I teach are 13 years to 17 years.
And had you heard of cricket before Saturday?
I heard about cricket, but then I didn't know how the game is played, but I heard about it.
And why did you choose to do it? Why have you done this course?
I decided to do this course because I wanted to learn more about cricket.
And what are your impressions of cricket?
I've liked it because there's a lot of fun involved, and then the most important thing is you also learn more about AIDS as you practice the game.
Could you give some examples of the things you've learned about HIV/AIDS?
I have learned how to protect myself. For example, in the game when I'm playing, especially when I do the defensive batting, and I defend myself from the ball. In that way, I learn also to protect myself.
And how many times do you think you're going to play cricket with the children now?
I think I'll make cricket my game for the rest of my life.
And could you explain a little bit about Lira, the background, the sort of history to it, the difficulties it's had as a town?
Yeah, Lira it's one of the oldest districts we have in Uganda, and we've been stable because when you look at the history of Uganda, the first president happens to come from this place, and around that time when he was the president, the district was doing very well. But within the past 20 years, we've had problems. There was another government that came in, and we had a lot of insecurity. You've heard about the coin wars and so on and so forth. Yeah, all those that we had all the people in the area coming to live in the towns. Others were in the camps. Like when you see this place, not very far from here, we had some camps, and all the people were in the camps. We had to have the UN coming to supply food and so on. So it wasn't really easy. And because of that, now we have a lot of problems with our children because most of the children are traumatized. And when you're teaching them, you have to really handle them very carefully. Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you handle them carefully?
You have to talk to them nicely. You don't have to get rude because when you get rude, they become wild. Yeah, that's it. They become wild, so you have to be very careful the way you talk to them. You have to treat them nicely. Even when you're in the field here, you will see the way they behave. You will see that some of them will not cooperate to you the way you would expect them to cooperate, so you have to just be a little more kind and patient with them. Yeah.
And how do you think cricket will help?
I think cricket will help because in cricket there's a lot of fun. So as they enjoy the game, they will also, because you people have also taught us to motivate them, like to tell them thank you, and in that way you're becoming a little more kind, because when you look at us, the Africans, usually we don't like appreciating people. You've even seen as you are training us, sometimes you just tell us, encourage them, you've got to remind us. So encouraging people is not part of our life, so it's something we're just learning. But I think it is not going to stop only with the cricket, but even in class we shall learn to motivate our students even that more. We shall encourage them even that more.
So what have you enjoyed most about the last 4 or 5 days?
I've enjoyed the batting. I like it when I hit the ball and it goes very far, so I make a round.